Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video I just wanted to tell you about how I removed a skin tag from my neck. It was actually two. The larger one was probably more of a mole that I've had all my life. It never ever bothered me. The smaller skin tag though started tiny and just grew over time. And although it never bothered me, the appearance of it, it did start to get caught in necklaces. And I had read about how you could remove skin tags at home using dental floss and just tying it off at the base to cut off the blood supply, and eventually it would just drop off on its own. So I looked up videos and just information about it, and there wasn't a lot there that showed what it actually looks like as you were doing it, so I wasn't too sure about the process, but I thought I'd try it anyway and took photos along the way just to show the progression of it, so I just thought I'd share that here. Also, as I tied it, I kept tying it multiple times. I would put tea tree oil just straight on the top of it, just to dry it up a bit, and also towards the end, around the base, it would get quite weepy because effectively you're creating a wound that heals, which makes the base smaller. So I would use tea tree oil just to make sure there was no infection starting, because that's one of the dangers of doing it home on your own using dental floss. But I had no trouble with it. There was no pain. Slightly discomfort. At times it was a bit of a funny feeling when it was attached by just a small amount. But yeah, I would do it again. It was no problem at all. As I was tied off, I would use scissors just to trim the dental floss really close to my skin, because as it is on my neck, it is quite obvious and it can be seen. So I just would trim the dental floss so it wasn't able to be seen. So when I started, I tied off the smaller one, and probably didn't tie it tight enough, because the next day I woke up, I thought I'd tie it a bit tighter, because obviously that wasn't going to cut off the blood supply, and at the same time, because there wasn't any discomfort, I thought I'd do the larger one as well, just do both at the same time. So in the next photo, you can actually see how they both swelled quite a bit. That was probably the most uncomfortable part of it. There was a little bit of discomfort involved, but it does pass. At the time you think it's not going to pass, but it did pass and it was okay again. So as the tying progressed, the skin would actually start to dry and it would peel off. That would probably have a little bit to do with the tea tree oil as well, which I think was a good thing. So in the next pic you can see that I tied the smaller one quite a lot tighter again, and over the course of a day it darkened quite a lot. So the next morning I woke up and I looked at it and it was completely dried up. There was no blood supply. It was hard like a rock, and I just gave it a little twist and it just fell off. So I tied the larger one again tighter, because after seeing how neat the other one looked when it was removed, I was more determined to get rid of that one as well. So yeah, just tied it really tight and I could see it starting to darken even more. It was tied quite tight at this point, so it really started to swell. Also, the wound at the base was getting larger, meaning the attachment was smaller. That did start to worry me because it started to weep, but I just kept putting the tea tree oil on it just to avoid any infection, and it was fine. So the skin continued to dry some more and the base was actually getting quite small. It felt like it was just dangling by a string, which was a little bit uncomfortable, especially when things would knock it, but I just persisted and it was fine. I woke up in the morning and it had dried up even more. It had gone even blacker. I tied it even tighter. The base was actually really small. I could actually lift it off the skin, so I knew it wouldn't be long to go and it would be gone. By the next morning it was completely black, it was completely dry, and I just gave a little twist and it came off with no pain at all. No, didn't even feel it. So there you have it. That's what it looks like through all the stages, and there are all the different things to look out for. That's what it looks like, completely gone. There's nothing there. If anything ever came back, I'd just do the same thing again. Like I said, there was a little bit of discomfort. It wasn't comfortable at times, but you know, just stick with it, and in a day or two it will clear up. And just don't forget the tea tree oil. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, hit subscribe and I'll see you soon.